So, surprise, we're doing a Friday stream. Largely down to the fact of I actually have a lot more time than I thought today. Way earlier. And I have been told that apparently this thing takes 1 hour max. So, we'll see how long it takes me. Maybe we'll get somewhere. I need to mute very quickly. There we go. I forgot to put my phone on charge. And I need to give Talia a shout out. And they got first. Although I think they've also... Yep, they go straight to lurk. That's fine, as I say. I appreciate everyone, whether they lurk or whether they're active. I actually have to think about typing this. Is that right? Is I spelt it right? Yes. Setting up for the Void. Which, if we finish this fast enough and they have gone live, we'll probably just raid into them, because we're going to go from a horror game to, I think, Void, I think they said is a horror game as well. But, if you don't know what Carrion is, we're going to be playing as a monster. And we ripped through 100%ed the game. Admittedly, I'd already 100%ed the game on a blind playthrough like 3 years ago? 4 years ago? And I just did the same thing because it's like, well, I'll do it again. It's a fun game. This is a fun game. Let's jump into it. Let's actually hit the hotkey properly. There we go. Oh, I start off with everything? I can see why this is going to be pretty short. Hello, people. I don't even think I have the extra limbs. There's a save point down by there. What's in here? Oh, fancy the lights. Oh, mech already. Right, I got you to deal with. Deal with you pretty quick. Let's go with actually getting aside. Oh! I see. Note to self. Be careful of the background. It might kill me. Thought I saw a lever when I walked past here. Do that. That's easier. Ah, that opens that. Okay. I need to stay small because I need to be able to fire a web. I can see that. Fighting the controls, and that cycles that. Okay. Gonna change that though. Hello? I don't even know what you do. Shotgun. Beautiful. Okay. So far, this seems pretty intuitive, but I say that having, as I said, like, I think 2 minutes ago, 100%ing the base game. Or at least I have. Oh, we're not shotgunning guy anymore. That's okay. Always a fun time to get a hold of a mech. Pretty sure I've got enough reach to get over to there and pull that. Fun. I wonder what this would be like if you decided to play this first, not base game Carrion. I should probably explain this a little bit. This is a free DLC that was released. Get out of here. Yeah, this was a free DLC that was released. I believe as part of a Christmas update, hence it being greatest time of the year. I mentioned at the end of the playthrough that we did that... I'm going to climb this. That maybe I won't touch... that's not what I want. I need to be a little bit bigger. To just rip through there. I think. But as I say, I have more time than I thought today to at least do something short, and there's apparently nothing I have shorter than potentially this. We're 5-6 minutes in. Wrong button. Right, so that definitely cracked that. Ah. Before we go any further, I do want to go down here and save, because we didn't save before. I'm assuming the goal of this is to eventually flip every switch, because there were 3 switches there. One of them's active now. Oh, oh, come on. Oops. Didn't mean to switch that around. Oh! Did he realize what I'd done? Okay, so we've opened the left, we've opened the right. Exit looks like it's the right side. We can go up. Let's go this way. Sealed door. Oh, right, that's the bomb one. I need to get caught with a harpoon and race over there. Give it a second. I think I electrocuted myself off of the shield when I did the harpoon pull, which is not ideal. Up, get in a direction and pick it. Okay, I don't know how I managed to pull off a win of any description there. I'm grabbing things I don't want to grab. I want to grab the human being. Thank you. I require nourishment. I'm actually just sort of autopiloting through this a little bit. But yeah, when we were big, I used the harpoon hooks, whatever they're actually called. And it didn't quite work as I wanted it to, but that's okay. Everyone still died horrifically. Oh, cool. You bring me to full mass. Really helpful. See why you also do it too. Ceramine, hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day so far. This is a bit of a surprise, I think, for everybody. Because, yeah, work was a lot easier today and I got to finish sooner. And the thing I need to do is tomorrow, not today. So I have enough time to do something this short. Ceramine says they were just watching the VOD this morning and saw this mentioned as a game mode. What a world. Yeah, funny, I also just mentioned that I was going to originally leave it for Christmas because it's Christmas themed, but I also found out that it's maybe an hour maximum. Here we go. Ah, we love our harpoons. I have a feeling I need to go this way. But yeah, since it's apparently so short, and I have the time to do something very short today, before I do Battletech later. Hello. Fun little puzzle. This Battletech is pretty much set up. I just need to remember to actually toggle it correctly. I think I got the video set up, but not the audio. It's fine. I can switch them over pretty easy as it is. But Battletech, I'm very much looking forward to. And I'm pretty sure people can volunteer both to be a pilot and also choose their favorite mech. Not that I can guarantee we'll get that favorite mech. I'm gonna touch this one first. Oh, it's timed. Okay. Okay, have we also opened the left side? No. Probably have to switch back over somehow. Someone says, very holly and jolly and ravenous biomass. Look, I am the gift that keeps on giving. It's just that I keep on giving children the status of becoming Batman. There's not much else I can really give as a amorphous blob of flesh and... Okay, we need to, I guess, not trigger a trap. It goes all the way down into the water line. Okay. Raggy. He was facing just the right direction at the right time. Won't do it again. Hello. Nice to see you. Oops. Anyway. You have to do it with one life on the guy. Okay, I see how this works. My fault there was thinking that I would get up automatically. Right, we gotta be patient. Go for it. Get his brain! No, we'll try this again. If I just keep firing the shotgun, not a single person can do anything to stop me. Okay, I was about to say, that doesn't disarm the electric grid. How do I get out of this now? But that sort of does work. Someone says, damn, that's one hell of a trigger finger. Have you ever used a slam fire Nerf gun? Because I think that's what we just had there with the shotgun. Okay. I'm gonna go here. Grab some more electricity. Sunrise says they haven't, they're afraid. They never even held a Nerf gun. There was a period when I was at college where a lot of people were getting back into Nerf guns, and I got to the point where I was modifying one of them with an a stronger spring, changing the battery from regular, I think it was 4 D cell. I changed it to a LiPo because that had higher voltage, and it's also not 4 D cell, and I can charge it easier. But anyway, slam fire. There are some Nerf guns that are designed so that if you hold the trigger down, every time you prime the Nerf gun, it fires again. And I think some shotguns in real life also have the same sort of function. So, you know, us as the meat monster probably figured out, if I hold down the trigger, I can have a lot of fun here. Just like I had a lot of fun dealing with that little room of people. Okay, that's one. I see. Now I go to the other side and do the same thing there. It's all coming together. I have no idea where I'm going to put the chapters for this. I'm going to be completely honest, Chief. Because if this is really short, then I guess we can put a chapter here. What? Someone said you used to have plastic BB guns. I had one that was a recreation of a USP 45, and it had like a full magazine that it used. Not as in like standard like fill it with like 200 BBs. No, it had like specifically it would only load 13 BBs at once to try and mimic the real gun, and then it also had like when you fired it had like a hammer action that hit a metal plate. So it really tried to replicate being a real gun, but it was plastic pellets, and it was kind of weird. It was fun, I liked it, until I broke the metal plate. I then disassembled it to try to figure out what went wrong, and I broke the trigger mechanism completely, so then it just stopped working. Kinda like that machine there. I'm gonna go up. Let's see what up is like. Someone says they had one that was a magazine with a spring action thing. How about? Yeah, I had to rack it to because it was still spring. But every time you fired, it would then also the hammer didn't do anything other than hit the plate to like make a chunkier firing sound than just the tick of the launch. I can't do anything here because I assume, you know, my parasitism doesn't actually do anything. I can touch this, I guess. Ah. Oh, hold up. We could do some very funny things. Well, we're not going to do funny things like that. Go on. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit lonely, I think is the line. Welcome to the meat tunnel. What a perfect way to slide into retirement. Someone says they don't know much about guns. They're very much assuming this is what it all means. Oh, you're pretty much right. Especially for, like, BBs. I forget how I break this. That's how. I thought for a second it had to be a different form. I was like, no, I swear you can break it. Without being a bigger guy. That's a dead end. It's over this way. Ooh. That just opens up this. Oh, I have water. Oh, I see why I need water. I see a flamethrower right there. Wait, hold on. It just hit me that we didn't even try to see what was down here. Oh. Do you make me huge? You make me huge. Silvermine asks, oh, maybe we did have the same or similar one then. Was it transparent? Nope. It was so imitation, it didn't even have the little, like, orange tip to denote it was a BB gun. It was wild. If I can remember to see if I remember, I will see if I can find, like, an image of it. Oh, boy, that's... Oh, I've had an idea, and it's a really bad one, but that worked. Never mind, it was an amazing idea. Surprise! Oh, you're still alive. Let's fix that issue. We've just patched the fact that he was alive. Oh, there's another. Okay. Can't see much further. I have a really stupid idea. Where did I just throw any dead body? Okay. An intact dead body. Oh, did you despawn it? So the dumb idea I just had was, what if I just hijack a shotgun guy and we just walk over there and shoot it myself? But I'm gonna have to do that a different way. Wait, what am I worried about? One HP in a dream! That's what I'm worried about. One HP and the dream. I like how we just went in that. Lost pretty much all the health in one hit, and then I just turned into the flying meat spaghetti monster. And somehow it worked. So much for the fun little plan I had. I'm not touching that. That's going to kill me. I think I just saw that it did this up here. No. Oh, the main shaft. Hold on. No, not this one. This one. Do I need to be combat capable here, or am I... Oh my, I definitely need to... Oh, I see. Let's go save. I don't feel like getting killed. I can also see why this is pretty short, because we're about to get full parasitism. Or whatever it's called. Right there. So if you kind of know what you're doing, yeah, this is really short. And I'm going to do something really stupid. One v5, baby. Well, 1v4. Because I... No, we'll count this guy that I've possessed as well. So I cut my achievement short. Oh. I thought I'd have to climb all the way around. Look at all the room that I didn't use. Go on, give me... Parasitism. Yeah, there it is. Now we go to the helicopter, and then it, I think, ends. Somebody says, damn, they didn't even know they were allowed to make BB guns like that. That's the thing. I don't think it was... I think it was imported from somewhere else, and the place I bought it from wasn't a store. It was like a sale at an auction house. Specifically, it was a place where you can buy farm animals as part of, like, well, the auction. But there were other places on the land where you could go to, like, buy other things from people. That sounds really sketchy, I know, but I don't mean as in, like, I could buy a real gun if I went to the right man. More along the lines of, like, hey, I'm selling some things I just so happen to have that I brought over from, like, a different country. I'm not actually licensed to sell any of this. This really sounds like I'm trying to not say someone was selling guns at this place. But basically, like, things you wouldn't normally find in stores, you would find there. Like, knockoff clothing probably is a really good example to go with. It isn't just sounding like I'm trying not to buy real guns at some sort of farmer's auction place. What's about the helicopter? Wow, it really is quick. 26 minutes. Wow, the chapters on this are going to be, like, 4 of them. Thanks for playing. Really fun. Kinda wish it was longer. Because... Now I just kind of want to play more of it. Cinnamon says the man in the corner of the pub. Basically, kind of like the same deal, except imagine there's like 20 to 30 people with their own little stalls. Cinnamon also says Marwol and his dodgy markets. It's the only time I've ever seen a dodgy market, and the fact it was at an auction place for farm things is surprising. Almost as surprising as how short this was. It's really funny. I don't really have anything to sort of follow this up with. The only thing I thought, yeah, we'll play Carrion Greatest Time of Year. And apparently it can take up to an hour. Knowing me, it'd probably take hour and a half, 2 hours. Just 30 minutes. Not even. 27. But still, fun. I still want to see more. More Carrion. Officially made Carrion content. I don't know. Silverman says they used to have a market on an old runway where they sold all sorts of crap up to and including counterfeit everything and cheap duty-free booze, ciggies and such. Yeah, the duty-free as well was something that was being sold there a lot. Silverman also says, damn, it's a short game. Should have got time for a mission or two in XCOM. Unfortunately not, because we're near the end of the week. Which means it won't just be a mission, it will be a mission and getting things ready for, like, the next week, and then seeing what we run into, and if we run into anything new, it'll also be trying to get those new things, so that we're doing well. We're on, like, we're about to start, I think it's week 4, which, I don't know if that, what would that be, January? I did just have to run through the months like that. April... Well, I guess you can get to April pretty quick. I think it'd be... I don't actually know how good we are in terms of progress. I know we're pretty close to getting Toxic B. So, once we get that and we can start manufacturing it, we also have the ability to develop, because I think the Advanced Workshop finishes soon. We have the ability to start developing the Dimension Probe. I don't know how long that's going to take. Then when that goes through, probably in like Act 2, I would assume, of the game. My only concern with the playthrough at the moment is we don't have the means to buy a Hawk. I'm hoping we get enough money from performance. We don't have enough money to buy a Hawk, and our anti-air is starting to suffer. Why can't I just get a bunch of Carrions and throw them at the aliens, huh? They're all made of flesh. I'm sure they'd love to get along with each other.